Indy's Morning Show with Deb, Kevin, and Matt. It's 95.5 WFMS. We are joined by a very special guest with some pretty cool hardware today.
That's right.
Jillian is here as our Miss Indiana America pageant winner for 2024. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. You came in with a very cool case, and Matt was thinking you might go fishing with him, but that's not what it is.
No. I was awarded this case, and it is a case for my crown.
Okay.
So very official.
Can we open it and display?
This is the reveal. Let's do
Can
it.
I get a drum roll?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Now that looks heavy. Is it heavy?
It's not that heavy, actually.
Okay.
I'm pretty used to it now.
Yeah.
And it just sticks right on my head. I don't have to like pin it in or anything.
I'm shocked
which is
at
very
that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I just take it on, take it off. I love getting to take it off and like let kids wear it.
Oh, sure.
With one of my last titles, I like had to pin it in my head and like put it under my hair,
Mhm.
and I like couldn't let my kids wear it. And so now that I can just like place it off and put it on their heads, and that's
Love
like,
it.
my
You
favorite.
mentioned kids. What about radio DJs after
people
the
named
show?
Kevin. Can they wear it?
Yeah.
That'd be
Would you like
fun.
to wear it for the
Uh,
interview? You
no.
think that'd
Kev,
be more
are you
fun?
sure?
No.
We'll do this as a challenge.
So are there rules of when you can be wearing that crown and when you're not supposed to wear the crown, or is it kind of up to you?
It's really up to me, and it's really what you make of it with the title. I can wear it when I want. I can just wear the sash if I want. Sometimes if I'm driving through town, I'll get like looks if I'm like going somewhere with my crown.
I would so wear it all the time.
Yeah.
I'd wear it through drive-throughs to the grocery store. I'd wear it all the time.
I wear it around the house a lot.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
why not? I mean,
You only get it for a year.
I know, right? Well, I do get to keep it, which is also amazing.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
I will probably, after not having my title, I'll just wear it around the house.
So for the pageant, obviously you have to wear a gown or different gowns. Do you pick those out yourself, or does your mom or your dad help you with that, or
I get help from my parents, yes. For my
more from mom than dad, probably?
more from mom, yes, of course.
Let's be real.
She has sat with me through a lot of dress appointments. So for my Miss for America pageant, I went up to South Bend and I got my dress from our sponsor, Ashley Renee's.
Ooh.
And so it's very lovely, and I can't wait to reveal that. So we'll have to stay tuned for that in August.
Yeah.
But yeah, so mom helps me a lot, but then also the women at the dress stores are just amazing with that too.
Right.
You mentioned that a platform is very important to you with this pageant system. Tell us about that.
So my platform is I use my Instagram account. It's called Jill2Fit. And through this platform, I really just like to promote that your mental health is equally as important as your physical health.
Of course.
I feel that in society, we're pushed a lot to take care of our physical health and our physical well-being, but I believe that your mental health is directly intertwined with that. And so taking care of your mental health is equally as important as taking care of your physical
And what a
health.
great message to the young people who are listening, who are watching this video, and will watch you later on in competition. What a great message that is.
I'm currently I'm majoring in elementary education at Indiana University. And so I really just want to be who I needed when I was younger. I struggled with anxiety and depression, and growing up and still facing those struggles every single day, I want to be who I needed when I was younger. I want to be that person to just tell somebody it's okay. It's okay to have these feelings and that I understand.
I love that
Yeah.
because often what we see on the outside isn't what's going on the inside. You know, they might look like they're happy or in a good place. And that's, often not the case.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And kudos to you for willing to say that and bring that out in the open, because we know a couple of country music performers who have told us that as well. It's not uncommon. It's just people don't talk about
They
it.
don't talk about it. And I feel like it needs to be more normalized so people know it's okay.
Good for you.
Because I mean, everyone feels these emotions and everyone feels this way. And like I said, it's equally as important as your physical health. So yeah.
Good for you.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about your representation and what it took for you to, get to this point where you have the crown now. Like, what was your preparation like? What was something that maybe was a curveball that you didn't expect?
So like I had mentioned before, I grew up with anxiety and depression. So that caused me to be really shy. And I wouldn't do any sports, and I just couldn't break out of my shell. I just was behind a closed door. And then my mom, she signed me up for a pageant, and she put me on the stage, and she said she stood behind stage because she thought I would freak out and I would cry and I'd run away. And then she said I got out there and my eyes just lit up. And I was just a whole different kid, and I was just myself.
Who would have thought,
I know. I was myself. And so I did a few pageants here and there growing up. And then I competed when I was 18 years old, and I won that title. And I've done a few different titles here and there. And then recently, somebody reached out to me to do this pageant, and I was like, oh, I'm really busy with school. And, I was kind of working on my own things. And then I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this for myself. And it's something that really I can just feel confident in, and I can be myself in. And then I got the crown. And so to prepare for that, I I really just kind of dug deep and I figured out what my platform was and what I wanted to promote and how I could be my most true, authentic self on that stage.
Well, and it sounds like just reflecting on past experiences
Yeah.
and then doing these pageants have caused you to be able to be comfortable with stepping outside of your zone and trying new things. I think it's a great message for others.
I really just want to show kids that even when your mind is telling you that you can't, because my mind beats me up all the time, that you absolutely can. You have to push through those barriers and just do it for yourself.
I love that. I love
So
it.
what's the biggest misconception that people may have of the pageants? They think it's this, but in reality, it's not this. Was there?
I really feel that people think it's Mean Girls, and
Mhm.
it's really not. I've met some of the most amazing women through pageantry and women that have inspired me to be my best self.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, a lot of people come up to me and they're like, "I thought you were so mean at first," and I'm like, "What?" Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's nothing that I've done. It's just
The image, the
Yeah,
perception.
it really
That
is,
is not
and
right,
I
yeah.
just that's really the biggest thing about it. These are the nicest women I've ever met.
Yeah.
Also, I love that your speaking ability is so great because sometimes in the younger generation and they're on social media so much and they don't really talk to one another.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you are setting that role model position for others in your age group because sometimes you see two people and they don't know how to have a conversation, but you've got a great speaking
Thank you
ability.
so much. I really appreciate that. I do use my Instagram platform and I am on social media a lot, but I really I value those genuine connections in person.
Of course.
And I really just like to actually talk to people and actually get to connect with people. And I almost try to use my social media as a way to meet people in person and to connect with people. In
Great
person.
idea.
Smart.
That's a great idea.
So you mentioned that this is a way for you to kind of break out of your shell a little bit. What's the next thing that you're going to do now that you're kind of, breaking down those barriers for
Yeah,
yourself?
the success. Yeah.
Well, with the pageant title, I could see more pageants in my future, but first I am about to get my degree. I have 1 year left at Indiana
Oh, wow.
University, so I will be stepping into my first year of teaching soon, and I hear that is a scary journey. So that is my next step and what I'm focused on next, and then we'll see where the pageant journey goes from there.
Now, being a school teacher, is that something you always wanted to do as a young child? You knew I want to be a teacher?
I don't know if it was something always I wanted to do. I figured out my junior year of high school. I always was interested in child psychology and counseling, and then I realized that being a teacher, you kind of get to do all of that, but then also do the fun things, and get to connect with more kids.
Is there a teacher that you want to give a shout out to that maybe one of your elementary teachers that made an impression on you?
So my teacher, her name was Miss Stacer, and she is actually stepping back into the classroom this year after a long time away.
Wow.
And so congratulations for that. But she, I had test anxiety when it was first grade. So it started way back when. And she really just showed me that somebody could care and somebody understood because she took the time and she figured out ways that worked for me to take tests and figured out accommodations and modifications. And she's really one of my biggest inspirations for teaching.
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely left a lasting impression on you.
And I'm still in contact with her today.
Oh, she must be so
Aw.
proud.
She's amazing.
She must be very
How
proud.
can we watch you in August?
You can keep up with me on Instagram and
Instagram?
Facebook
Okay.
it's under Miss Indiana and Miss for America pageants.
Okay.
I believe. And on social media. That's how you can keep up with me.
And plug your Instagram page one more time.
Yes, it's at Jill2Fit or Jillian Smith 2.
And it's number 2.
Yes, number two.
Okay.
Perfect.
We don't have to count very high, Matt.
Nope.
Thank goodness. I only have so many fingers and so many toes. Real quick, Mom and Dad, step up to the mic if you could real quick. Just what does this mean for you as supporters and seeing your daughter and her journey come up from where this first began to where she is now with a crown?
I'm proud of her regardless. I'm proud of her every day, but
Mm.
she's always been beautiful. And people now know how beautiful she is on the inside. And she, like I said, she makes me proud every day. But I just love seeing her be her. And like I said, like everybody else gets to see how amazing she is.
That's wonderful. Dad?
I love seeing her shine and the vibrance that she brings to other people around her.
Oh,
Not just youth, but to people. And
Excellent.
she's got a beautiful soul.
That's awesome. Well,
She's like a real life Disney princess. Well, little kids just flock to her.
Yeah.
That's why she'll be an amazing elementary school teacher.
oh yes, I can see
So,
that.
Yeah, they just really they gravitate towards her. So
that's awesome.
I think that's everything's just working out great.
Well, I recommend you take your crown. You got one more year?
Yes.
Yeah, take your
yes.
crown and sit it in your apartment
Oh yeah.
at college. Let people know this is a big title.
Well, mom and stepdad, he's always out and he's like, oh, this is Miss Indiana, Miss Indiana. And I just never say anything. I'm just so quiet about it, but
Well,
they're really great about
proud parents are the best.
Oh,
promoting it for
absolutely.
me.
Yeah.
All right. One final question. Can you only eat at Burger King then?
Only eat at Burger King.
Or no, Dairy Queen.
What are you
Well,
talking
that works too. Yeah, Dairy
That
Queen
would
works
make
too.
more sense.
Well, because they got the crowns there.
Oh, the crown.
I mean,
Oh, well, she's
yeah.
a
Well,
Yeah.
I bring my own places.
that's right.
So, I guess that evens out.
Just want to make sure. That was my last terrible joke for the day. So
Yeah.
I will end
Yeah.
that.
Oh no, probably not, man.
No, probably,
I'm
I
sure
got
we
like
have
that more. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much, Jillian,
Thank
for
you
coming
so
and
much
joining
for
us.
having me.
We could go to Vegas if you wanted to see it.
That's
Is it in Vegas?
It is
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Vegas.
is this your
really?
first time in Vegas?
Road trip.
It's not my
Yes.
first time, but I am celebrating my 22nd birthday when I compete.
Road
Oh,
trip.
wow.
Show
on the road.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sounds great.
We need another sponsor. We need another sponsor.
awesome. Well, we appreciate you being here, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Now let's try on the crown.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, no.
You first. You first.